Hi, Tom here. Welcome to today's video. Virgo, the last few weeks have shifted something inside you. You've reflected. You adjusted. You made practical changes that aligned your life more honestly. You tightened what needed tightening. You released what needed releasing. This week is different. This week isn't about refining anything else. It's about letting what you've already corrected stand as complete. From a Vedic perspective, the energy now moves into embodiment, the phase where discernment stops scanning for flaws and begins to trust stability. And for you, that's powerful, because you were wired to notice what can be improved. You see inefficiencies instantly. You feel subtle imbalances. You naturally move toward refinement. But this week gently asks, what happens when nothing needs fixing? You may notice your mind searching for something to adjust, a detail to optimize, a plan to refine, a conversation to replay. That instinct isn't wrong. It's familiar. But this week, it isn't necessary. Virgo, your gift is precision. You build systems that work. You think ahead. You prevent problems before they appear. But this week teaches you something subtle and liberating. Competence doesn't require constant monitoring. What works, works. And it doesn't collapse when you stop checking in. You may feel moments of quiet satisfaction this week. A task completed well. A routine functioning smoothly. A relationship that feels steady without maintenance. That satisfaction might feel almost suspicious, like you're waiting for the next issue, but nothing is coming. This is what stability feels like when it doesn't need your intervention. So here's the deeper lesson for this week. You don't need to earn rest through productivity. You don't need to earn peace through correction. And you don't need to justify your worth through usefulness. Your value isn't in constant improvement. It's in constant presence. You may notice that when you stop self-correcting, your energy changes. Less internal tension. Less pressure in the body. More space in the mind. That space isn't laziness. It's integration. There may be moments where you instinctively start to tighten again. Overanalyze, overthink, reevaluate something that was already resolved. Pause. Ask yourself, is this necessary or habitual? Habit doesn't mean helpful. This week supports completion energy. Not starting new systems, not reorganizing everything. Just letting what's already aligned stay aligned. That steadiness builds confidence more than perfection ever could. You might also notice a softer internal dialogue this week. Less criticism, more neutrality. That's growth. When the inner voice stops nitpicking, it begins to support. This week isn't about becoming better. It's about recognizing that you're already capable. Your standards don't need to drop. They just don't need to tighten any further. Now, let's talk alignment. One intentional practice for you this week. Leave something as good enough. Don't refine it. Don't revisit it. Let it stand. Notice how your body responds. Usually, relief comes first. That's the sign you're integrating. As you allow the steadiness, notice what emerges. Confidence, clarity, a sense of quiet pride that doesn't need applause. That's your competence embodied. Virgo. This week isn't about fixing. It's about trusting what's already functioning. You don't need to improve this week. You need to inhabit the version of yourself that already did the work. Let that be enough. And you need to trust that. Before you go, there's something important you should know. These horoscopes are based on Vedic astrology, also known as sidereal astrology. That means we're using the actual positions of the stars in the sky, not the tropical system used in most Western astrology. Because of that, your sun signs here may be different than what you're used to. And that's okay. In Vedic astrology, we don't start with the sun sign. We start with the moon sign, because the moon represents your mind, emotions, and how life is experienced day to day. First, always watch this for your Vedic moon sign. That's where this horoscope will feel the most accurate and personal. Next, I recommend watching for your rising sign, also called your ascendant or lagna. Your rising sign shows how these energies show up in your physical life, your body, your environment, and the situations unfolding around you. Then, you can also watch for your sun sign, which adds insight into your identity, confidence, and sense of purpose during this time. And if love, relationships, creativity, or money are major themes for you right now, I also recommend checking your Venus sign, called Shukra in Vedic astrology, for an extra layer of clarity. For weeks where things feel intense, faded, or life-shifting, it can also be helpful to look at your lunar nodes, Rahu and Ketu. These show where growth is pulling you forward and where old patterns are asking to be released. To find your correct placements, make sure you're using a Vedic or sidereal natal chart, not a tropical one. Once you know your moon, rising, sun, and Venus signs, and optionally Rahu and Ketu, you'll get a much deeper and more complete understanding of what's unfolding. If this message resonated with you, please like the video. It truly helps support this channel and allows these messages to reach the people who actually need them. And if you're enjoying these weekly Vedic horoscopes, consider subscribing so you don't miss future messages for your signs. You are not one sign. You are a system of energies, learning how to work together. Take care and be calm.